trailer of the show, and it's really interesting. But at the same time, I would also like to say it looks like a reality of different, Godfather, like, Godman kind of characters compiled into one, right? Considering the fact that most of your stories are based on reality, tell me what are the inspiration?
इसका इंस्पिरेशन या इसका जो शुरुआत है वो मैक्स प्लेयर खुद ही एक बहुत ही डेवलप्ड स्टोरी लेके हमारे पास आए थे। वो स्टोरी ऐसे कॉनमैन, ऐसे स्मॉल टाइम क्रिमिनल की थी जो धर्म के नाम पर धर्म को बदनाम करता है। वो लोगों के, भोले भाले लोगों के विश्वास को जीत करके उससे फायदा उठाता है, उनको एक्सप्लॉइट करता है, और हमारे महान धर्म जो है, हिंदू धर्म है या दूसरे धर्म है या विश्वास है, जो गुरु हैं, उनके नाम को बदनाम करता है। तो एक तो ये बात हो गई। दूसरी बात ये थी कि ये अपने आप में ही एक काल्पनिक फिक्टिशियस स्टोरी है।
बट सर, बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि जो आपके जितने सारे सो फार, मतलब मैंने फिल्में देखी है या फिर शॉर्ट फिल्म, लाइक व्हाटएवर आई हैव सीन, इन मोस्ट ऑफ देम, यस, those are fictional stories, but very very close to the reality. So is it, as a filmmaker, as a storyteller, do you always feel the responsibility of bringing the reality into your fictional story?
No, I don't feel the responsibility. I find stories there. I find stories in the real space around me. So I am very interested in trying to understand as to why something is happening the way it is happening. तो वो समझने की कोशिश में ये जो समीकरण है, ये जो इक्वेशन है, वो क्लियर होते हैं कि पात्र क्यों ऐसा बोल रहे हैं, ये ऐसा कैसे हो रहा है, समाज इस दिशा में कैसे जा रहा है, वो एक अलग बात होती है। लेकिन इसमें कहानी क्या है, कौन कैसे कह रहा है, क्या ड्रामा उत्पन्न हो रहा है, वो सारी चीजें मुझे बहुत आकर्षित करती हैं और मैं अपनी कहानियों में उसको बुनने की कोशिश करता हूँ। हो सकता है कि ये आपको लगे कि हाँ ऐसा संभव है, ऐसा होता है, ये रियल के करीब है, लेकिन मैं तो कहानी कह रहा हूँ।
बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग बात साथ में ये भी है कि द कैरेक्टर, द सेंट्रल कैरेक्टर ऑफ द शो व्हिच इज प्लेड बाय बॉबी, मतलब बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग बात ये है कि आप हमेशा एक, मतलब एक्टर्स को एक बहुत ही डिफरेंट तरीके से प्रेजेंट भी करते हैं और एक्सप्लोर भी करते हैं। Like when it comes to casting Bobby Deol, what are the things that you look for? Not just Bobby Deol, but when it comes to casting an actor, what are the things that you look for in an actor to cast that cast into that character?
जब मैं डेवलप करता हूँ किसी कैरेक्टर को अपनी कहानी में, तो उस कैरेक्टर में बहुत सारे गुण होते हैं, बहुत सारा उसका फिजिकल लुक होता है, उसके अंदर की बात होती है, उसकी आंखों की बात होती है, उसकी कैपेबिलिटी होती है, वो सारी चीजें धीरे धीरे डेवलप होकर के एक, तो उसमें देखता हूं कि किस एक्टर में वो सारी चीजें फिट हो सकती हैं, तब कास्टिंग का प्रोसेस होता है। फिर कई बार ऐसा होता है कि बीच में ही लगता है कि अच्छा नहीं, ये एक्टर शायद इस तरह से होगा, तो फिर उसके हिसाब से फिर वर्कआउट करते हैं। ये प्रोसेस है। मतलब बॉबी देओल को कास्ट करने का खास मतलब ये था कि बॉबी देओल के बारे में ऐसा लोग सोच ही नहीं सकते कि ये बाबा का रोल करेगा।
हाँ।
तो ये प्लस पॉइंट हो गया मेरे लिए। ये कॉनमैन होगा क्योंकि ये आदमी को देख के लगता है कि ये तो बहुत ही सच्चा आदमी है, इसमें विश्वास करना चाहिए। ये अंदर से एक चोर किस्म का आदमी होगा, कॉनमैन होगा, ये भी लोग नहीं सोच पाएंगे, तो ये भी प्लस पॉइंट हो गया। बॉबी देओल एक बहुत अच्छा एक्टर है, अच्छे से परफॉर्म कर पाएगा, ये विश्वास था मुझे, वो प्लस पॉइंट हो गया। इन सारी चीजों को देख करके वो फिट बैठ गया।
सर, जैसे आपने कहा कि लाइक आप हमेशा कहानी ढूंढ रहे हो, ठीक है, और वो आपके आसपास जो कुछ भी हो रहा है उसके बीच में से आप कहानी ढूंढ लेते हो। अभी वो अगर रियलिटी के साथ मिल खा जाता है तो वो अलग बात है, बट आप एज अ स्टोरी टेलर यू ओनली लुक फॉर स्टोरी। When it comes to this kind of con man, right, who are also projecting themselves as like a spiritual guru and stuff, it is happening. When we are reading newspaper or watching television, we get to see the existence of such character, right? I as a journalist reporting on them, you as a storyteller telling story close to such reality. Despite all that, there are people, a very wide section of people who are still going to those spiritual gurus, and at times they are also getting victimized by them. Do you think the purpose of telling this story are really getting like serving its purpose of staying away or be aware of those spiritual gurus?
नहीं, ऐसा कोई मेरा एम नहीं है। वो देखने के बाद में लोगों को अगर कुछ अपने से रिलेटेड चीज, अपने से रिलेटेड सच्चाई, अपने से रिलेटेड घटना समझ में आए तो ये बात अच्छी है, वरना लोग इसको सिर्फ एक कहानी के रूप में देखें वो भी बात अच्छी है। मैं कोई झंडा उठा करके चला नहीं हूं समाज बदलने के लिए, मैं एक अच्छी कहानी कहने चला हूं, और लोगों को अगर उसमें से कोई बात मिल जाती है तो मैं सोचता हूं कि चलो अच्छा हुआ, एक और बात हो गई। मेरा सिर्फ यही उम्मीद रहती है ऑडियंस से।
जरूर, लेकिन सर आप एक ऐसे मीडियम में काम कर रहे हो जहाँ पे लाइक जिसका रीच और इम्पैक्ट काफी ज्यादा है ना। आप एक किताब लिखे या फिर आप एक न्यूज में एक कहानी दिखाए, उस चीज को लोग जितना ना सीरियसली लेते उससे भी ज्यादा सीरियसली लेते हैं एक फिल्म को, और ये हम देख चुके हैं इस चीज को। तो somewhere do you feel the responsibilities are there for?
नहीं, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तो होनी चाहिए, फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन है, बट फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन विथ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, कि आप कुछ ऐसी बात ना कर दें जिससे कि मतभेद हो, विवाद हो, जो गलत हो, जो एक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू रखता हो दूसरे पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू को ना रखता हो, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए। तो हम आजादी को एक जिम्मेवारी की तरह लेते हैं और वो अपना काम करते हैं। बात जहां तक कहानी की रही, कहानी में तो एंटरटेनमेंट होना चाहिए। अगर मैं आपको एंगेज नहीं कर पाया तो कितनी बड़ी बात भी कहूं, आप अपना OTT ऑफ करके खाना बनाने चली आएंगे। वैसे आपने खाना आज बनाया होगा ना कुछ तो।
Yes. You said a very important point here, sir, that freedom of expression होनी चाहिए, but with a responsibility, है ना? जो हम सभी प्रैक्टिस करना चाहते हैं, है ना? Because that is also a way we are practicing our democratic right. But do you, especially when it comes to social media and the way it is becoming toxic in the name of practicing freedom of expression, right? What do you think? What are the things for youngsters, especially? I represent youngsters, so I will talk about us. What are the things that we should keep in mind while practicing the freedom of expression? Because these days the room for dissent is just going away.
You know, it is very difficult to guide people these days. Everybody has freedom, and most of the people are using their freedom not with responsibility but just randomly. And that is what is causing a whole lot of, you know, there is nothing wrong in protesting. There is nothing wrong in rejecting. There is nothing wrong in saying that this is not correct. But if somebody has an opinion, you know, let him have his opinion. If I do not agree with his opinion, I'll say, I don't agree with your opinion. Thank you very much. But to make sure that he changes his opinion, to make sure that he is scared of you or your point of view, to make sure that he is threatened by it, that is something which is wrong, and which I think everybody, you know, becomes a victim to that. But that is one reason why I have completely I don't, you know, I'm not neither on Facebook nor on Instagram. I don't subscribe to any social media because it's pointless, useless. News also has become like, you know, you are manufacturing news, you are, you know, retelling the news in your own, with your own point of view. So that also has become like, you know, very difficult to digest. So this is, of course, good thing is that, you know, you are allowed that freedom, but the bad thing is that you are using the freedom without any responsibility, without, you know, you don't mind hurting people. You are just like ready to hurt people. That is something which, that, you know, this is a very interesting time. How do I negotiate my, you know, subjects through this kind of maze of social media, where, you know, in apprehension, people will start saying that this is to dharm ke khilaf kaam kar raha hai, to aisa baat kar raha hai. वो गलत बात कर रहा है, is being so you use that media, you like I'm talking to you so that I hope that it reaches a lot of people and people
Yes.
begin to understand that, at least he's saying that, it is done with responsibility and it is not about, he is not trying to defame the religion, but he is trying to defame the people who are defaming the religion.
Yes.
who are misusing the religion, वो विकृत प्रयोग कर रहे हैं उसको, उनके बारे में बात कर रहा है. तो उम्मीद है कि जब सामने चीज आएगी तो लोगों को समझ में आएगा. But that's how the world is, and one has to kind of patiently negotiate one's way.
For sure, sir, for sure. And this is such an insightful, viewpoint that you offered to us. And thank you so much for that. My last question, in last few months, say in last 2 months, I am interacting with a lot of artists, a lot of actors, I would rather say, who are coming from small town, and the common point that I found out from those conversations, those extensive conversations, is that कि especially बहुत सारे लोग ना बॉलीवुड में, मतलब मान लीजिए मुंबई में आते हैं from UP, Bihar side. Yeah, because for them this is a huge dream to even get a character role in a big film. That I literally have seen, getting from their journey. What they say is that कि जब आप small city से आते हैं, आपका struggle एक दूसरे level पे होता है, also because they judge you based on the place that you are coming from, which is like cow belt is what they call it. Do you think people who are so-called coming from the cow belt, as they say it, it's not my terminology, but do you think they face a little more struggle as opposed to people, say, who are coming from Delhi or Kolkata, or who are, say, coming from Bangalore?
It's a very interesting point you have put in, but I haven't researched on this. I haven't, like you have spoken to several artists or several struggling artists. I don't have that personal experience, but I can imagine everybody is struggling, and especially these days, the number of people who come from small towns or come from all over the country to make it a success in the film industry has grown, and expectations of people has grown, and people are, they work very hard and they try to improve on their capabilities, and expectations have also grown. So the struggle also seems very tough.
And also I would like to know, therefore, that in your initial days, did you also face a lot of kind of series of rejection, or the kind of struggle that these days people face, or was it more welcoming? The Hindi film industry was more welcoming back then when you started your journey as opposed to the present time?
Well, it was never kind of sitting for you, waiting for you to come and sort of everybody spent his or her own time. I made documentary films. I struggled to go to the institute, and I came out of the institute. I could not complete my course, and I made documentary films, small films, for 7 or 8 years before I got my first break as a feature filmmaker. But I never called it like struggle. I never found it tough. Whether I had money in my pocket or not, I was always smiling. I was happy that I had the opportunity to go around and work. So sometimes I was working for others, sometimes I was working for myself. I enjoyed my life, and I'm enjoying it even today. Every film that I do, every day that I go to shoot, it's like my first day of shoot, or it's my first film. It's absolutely fantastic. For me, life itself and to be able to work and create itself is a joy. And I can only say, because I'm probably, people say that, okay, fine, you are in a position to talk like that. I can say I'm fortunate. My work has been recognized. People like my work, give me position. But then, every film is a new film. But my advice to people who come to Mumbai is that you come here, and you come here with the notion that you may have to struggle a lot. You may have to, try your best to prove your, acumen. You prove your mettle, prove your expertise, prove your art, craft, whatever. And don't give up. You know, if you really believe in yourself, don't give up. Keep at it. Nawazuddin Siddiqui took 14 years to be recognized as an actor. And what a brilliant actor he is.